Let's talk about The View. So there was a story that's been floating around courtesy of Rob Shooter, who I think it was on his Substack. And basically is saying that they're looking to that Whoopi Goldberg is not as engaged with The View. So they may be looking to basically replace her with Sunny Hostin as the new moderator. Now, here's the thing. I did go on my Twitter to see if Ryan Tedder liked it. Because let me tell you, Brian Tedder, the executive producer of The View, there was a View story that I posted on my site, and he actually liked it. So I was like, let me go over there and see if he liked this one. It was like, if there be any truth, but I know it's like, he ain't like it. So I was like, okay. But I was going to check. Now, it said so the article reads as follows. It said, is Whoopi Goldberg's reign at The View quietly. Okay, that was a Freudian slip. But was it really? I said finally coming to an end. Anyway, let's start that over. So this said, is Whoopi Goldberg's reign at The View quietly coming to an end? According to multiple sources inside ABC, Sunny Hostin is being groomed to take over as the show's lead moderator, and the transition may already be underway. They said, quote, the writings on the wall, a senior show insider tells Rob Shooter's Substack. The network knows The View needs a refresh, something younger, more engaged, and more connected to the next generation. Sunny checks every box. Does she? Anyway, let's read on. So they said, while the shift isn't official yet, recent on-air moments have shown clear signs of a changing dynamic at the table. Just this week, a cheeky segment about sexless marriage led to a viral exchange between Sunny boldly asking Whoopi a risque question, and Whoopi flat out refused to answer, saying it's early in the morning, shutting down with a signature scowl, but the moment didn't go unnoticed. Well, I may have to look at that because I haven't been far behind on The View, so I haven't really been watching. But I have to definitely check that out. So it said that clip made the rounds in the building, another insider shared. Sunny was steering the conversation. Whoopi looked checked out. That's become the pattern. Well, I've been complaining about Whoopi basically checking out in the show, that she basically reads the teleprompter or her card if the teleprompter is acting up, and then pans to, kicks it off with, okay, who wants to answer? Sunny, what is your thoughts? Alyssa, what's your thoughts? Anna, what do you think? Joy, what do you have to say about the matter? Like, she basically just playing like she playing ping pong at the table. It's like, so you're gonna moderate, but you're not gonna give an opinion. And then by the time they get around to Whoopi, I know she gets frustrated because by the time they get to her, and then she be saying what she's gonna say, they gotta cut to a commercial break because y'all spend more time selling tampons and Metamucil than actually doing the topics that people want to hear about. And I understand that y'all the number one show on TV right now. We did go over the ratings in regards of The View and how big they are in the ratings at the moment. And congratulations to them. But do I believe this whole thing about Sunny? I like you, Rob Shooter. You've been around for a long time. However, I don't necessarily know if I agree with this. No shade, but I just do not feel that Sunny Hostin, of all people, is entertaining enough to be given any kind of a baton to be a moderator. So they also said that while Whoopi remains under contract, executives are preparing for a possible transition, ones that will install Sunny as the show's new lead and public face. It says Sunny is smart, stylish, legally trained, and knows how to land a headline without losing the plot. Watch closely, it's happening in real time. Now, behind the scenes, there's frustrations that Whoopi has grown disinterested, offering little prep and phoning it in during lighter segments. They said there's affection for Whoopi. She's a legend, but legends age out, and ABC's looking at the future. And I do agree with that. If you really look at it, Whoopi is pushing 70. I believe she's like 67, 68. And that's no shade towards her age because look, Joy Behar is 82. But the difference between Whoopi and Joy, where, like I said, Joy is literally 20 years older, give or take, in the math department from Whoopi. Joy, when she moderates every Friday, Joy is sharp, Joy is funny. Joy, even if she's not even interested in the topics that they're talking about, she seems like she's engaged or she makes it like she cares. So it's like, I'm not just going to show up to work. I'm going to read the teleprompter. I'm going to let y'all talk or whenever y'all talk about things, be it sex, relationships, or whatever thing that y'all pull off Reddit. And Whoopi sits there with her head to the side and looking bored. If y'all can move on, like it was cute in the beginning, but now it just seems like it's irritating, it's annoying, and you want to also, even if you're not interested in a certain topic that the network wants you to talk about, at least try to sound engaged. At least try to sound like you know what you're talking about. And yeah, we're not going to take away from the fact that yes, Whoopi Goldberg is a legend, but that title only gets you but so far. So I don't like the idea that they keep trying to use that as an excuse. Because I have said for the longest that, yeah, she has been phoning it in on the show. And that's been one of my gripes. And even, let's not forget, Whoopi did say at one time, didn't y'all say I need to engage more, that I need to participate in the conversations more? When it was during one of the segments. And I don't know, this might have been like last season when she said that. But if there was anybody that I feel like, since I already spoke her up, if there was anybody I feel like that should step to the mantle of moderator, should Whoopi leave. And Whoopi, I don't think is going to leave because she makes like what, I believe $10 million a year. So that's good money. But if you're going to be making $10 million and sit your ass on a seat every season, 4 days a week with 3-day weekends, at least act like you give a damn about the conversation at hand, because I'm going to work for every bit of that $10 million that I'm making. Because that is a lot of money. And she did say on one of the times on the show that, yeah, I wouldn't be here if I didn't need the money. In so many words. So I do like I like Sunny. I like the legal smart she brings to the show. But like I said, I can't see her as a moderator. She may be, book smart. And I love intelligent women, as y'all know, based off of like some of the conversations we have on this show. However, during some of the topics, I feel like she can't be neutral in her thoughts. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be critical. What I'm basically saying is that sometimes when Sunny speaks, especially when it comes to her conservative, opinions about sex and women's right to choose and that sort of thing, she always likes to bring up, well, my Catholic upbringing and stuff, but I had to learn from Whoopi that if someone's going to make a decision to terminate a pregnancy, that is their right as a human being to be able to do that. I should not be pushing my religious beliefs or what I learned from church, whatever the case is, on someone else. It's like what Whoopi Goldberg says, and I've said this many times as well. If you are against abortion, don't have one. If you're against gay marriage, don't get married to someone of the same gender. It's that simple. And if you don't like trans people, then don't go to the doctor and get surgery to transition to the next gender. Why do you care what other people out here doing with their bodies? They're the ones that have to live whatever the decision that they make. So I don't know. And then sometimes when it comes to like sex or relationships, or if there's any stories where they do about cheating, I don't know. It feels like Sunny may be joking or whatever, but the way she be coming off on Manny and say like, yeah, he know better. Like the way they be coming like, yeah, she the strong one of the household and he basically does what she says. It might be cute or whatever, but I believe her. Like, I believe, like, yeah, she definitely be, me mugging Manny. Like, he know not to step out of line. He stands at attention when she walk in the room. Like, that's what it gives me. And there's nothing wrong with having a strong woman. But I'd be like, sis, call my thing. Like, you be doing too much. So, and I don't know. I just feel like sometimes, if you feel like you're above it all, if you feel like you don't want to, participate in some of the commentary and stuff that they do on the show, then nobody's holding a gun to your head. You can leave the show at any time. You can go out there and ask one of your friends or whatever the case is to give you a movie role or whatever the case is. Like, you lost all that weight from the Manjaro. You can still be out here acting on shows and movies. I mean, you are, they said, you are a legend in the industry. You're an icon. So it's a steady gig for her, and that's why she's sticking to it. But I'm not buying this story about Sunny Hostin. Now, another thing I was thinking too, because I want to point this out, and then we can wrap this up. So now they're talking about that, yeah, they want to go younger. But here's the thing: young people are not watching The View. I mean, if y'all are, let me know in the comments. Like, my parents love The View, and I watch every now and again. One of my friends on social media, when I was talking about The View, I don't know if it was this conversation or was it? Oh, it was the one about the ratings. That their ratings have gone up, but they're the number one show in daytime. And she was like, "Oh, I be wanting to watch The View, but I don't have secular television. Like, she don't have the antenna when she watches TV." I said, "You can either watch it on Hulu, or you can watch it on YouTube. Like they started releasing, like you get daily episodes on the View's YouTube channel where you can watch it. The only thing is those stupid ads. It's annoying. But other than that, you can watch the View on YouTube. So you don't need, to watch it on regular TV. But I understand they're trying to gear more towards, let's get up with the times. Let's put it on a streaming service, streaming platform like a Hulu, or show it on YouTube where people can watch it. And maybe that's how young people are watching it. But the youngest person I think they have on the show is Alyssa Farrah Griffin, who I believe is 35. So I don't know if young people are watching The View. So if you're trying to go to pander to a much younger audience, I don't know if they are interested in The View or if that type of legacy media or legacy television, kids even care about it. The younger generation, and especially even me, I watch everything online. I watch everything on social media, or I have a bunch of streaming services. So that's how I watch TV. I don't know how to work a remote control on a regular TV. All I know is I got a Roku. I have all my little streaming apps that I watch stuff on, and that's it. I could not tell you how to work a television if you put a gun to my head. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story in regards? Do you believe that Sonny is being groomed to replace Whoopi Goldberg as the new moderator? I'm not buying it. I like you, Rob Shooter, but I'm not buying this story. But I do feel like if they were to decide on making a new moderator, if Whoopi was to sit down, you could let Whoopi sashay away. Y'all could bring in another girl to come in, much younger girl, if that's what y'all want to do, and have her be a new addition to the show. You can still keep the 6 co-hosts, but make Joy the moderator. And then who knows? But then if Joy wants to still stick with her 4 days, then y'all would have to groom and find another person to come in and moderate on, the Friday episode. And with that, they may have to go with Sonny with that. Because I can't see Alyssa doing it. I can't see Sarah doing it. And I like Anna, but Anna is too much of the comedy relief to actually be taken seriously to moderate. So I can't see that. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.